Hi, my name is Neil Sabel, and I'm an artist, songwriter, and producer. Now, today I want to talk to you about how to deliver a great vocal performance. So you've got a great song in mind, you've composed the music, you've written the lyrics, and now it's time to deliver a great vocal performance. First, let's look at what makes a standout and impressive vocal performance. Key aspects involve a highly in-tune vocal pitch, an honest, emotive and natural vocal tone or voice, and finally a strong and impactful vocal projection. Get these things right and you are on your way to delivering an amazing vocal performance. Let's look at each in closer detail, starting with a highly in-tune vocal pitch. A vocal pitch which is highly in tune mirrors the scale or key the music was composed in. It's almost like adding another instrument to the music, but this time the instrument is your voice. A vocal pitch which is in key simply sounds better and nicely captures the melody of the song. Not sure about what is your best vocal pitch? To solve this, try out different keys and scales for your song. Which key stands out and inspires you to just sing? Are you easily able to keep in tune with the key when you sing without struggling or becoming out of tune? If the answer is yes, then that is the right key for your song and perhaps the right key for you. Next is the vocal tone or voice. When you sing, your voice needs to resonate with honesty and be emotive, as well as showcasing the uniqueness of your natural vocal tone. Different vocal tones or voices might include deep and raspy, light and energized, or high and sensual, like the Bee Gees. Think over to your favorite voices. What made them stand out? Was it the grit and rawness of Michael Jackson's voice, the well-balanced and raspy vocal tones of Richard Marx, or perhaps the lushness of Celine Dion's voice? Ask yourself what kind of voice you have and where does it fit in the whole scheme of voices. Perhaps your voice is a unique blend of all the above or even something completely different. So how do you find your unique voice or vocal tone? A good place to start is your favorite songs. Sing a few of your favorite songs. What songs inspire you the most? What songs do you feel most connected to when you sing? What songs move you the most when you sing? And what songs can you easily and comfortably sing, effortlessly capturing the melody? Sorry, just a second. Now take a real careful listen to your voice at this point. When it's in full flow and inspired, how does it sound? Perhaps at that point you can peg your voice or vocal tone, saying, yes, I definitely have a naturally raspy voice, or yes, I definitely have quite a light medium lip voice, or I just love going falsetto, like Prince. Once you are sure, keep this voice in mind, and when you are finding the key for your song, notice if a particular key re-sparks that certain vocal tone in your voice. There, you found your unique, amazing vocal tone. You could also try out simple chord progressions in your chosen key and just see what takes flight vocally. So you've got your voice well in tune and you found your unique vocal tone. Now it's time to apply vocal projection to deliver a really standout vocal performance. What is vocal projection? Let's put it this way. If your voice could fill a room, then it has strong vocal projection. If your voice could fill a concert hall like Bon Jovi, then you have sensational vocal projection. So it's basically the amp of your voice. How do you find the right vocal projection for your voice? A simple technique you can use, which I've devised, is called progressive projection. That means taking a melody and progressively singing it louder and louder each time. 1 second, sorry. Until you reach a point where your voice is excessively straining, losing shape, or becoming out of tune. At this point, you've reached your projection peak, and chances are the perfect projection is a notch or two below your projection peak. where your voice retains its good shape, tone and pitch, and at the same time projects well, meaning that it has a certain amp or loudness to it. So that's it for delivering an amazing vocal performance. 3 key aspects to remember: vocal pitch, vocal tone, and vocal projection. Additionally, there is another aspect called vocal range, and refers to just how versatile your voice is through the octave ranges. Are you able to go from a very deep pitch to a medium lip pitch and then to a falsetto, a very high pitch? If so, you have considerable vocal range. If your voice goes slightly higher or slightly lower than its natural vocal pitch and tone, then you have a certain degree of vocal range. A good way to improve your vocal range is to practice taking the melody of one of your favorite songs and just see if at a particular point you can make your voice go falsetto. In the same way, at another point in the melody, see if you can drift your voice down to a lower octave tone. The important thing to remember is transitioning your voice higher and lower between the ranges, and it should sound all very natural. However, if you lose the shape of your voice or you begin to become out of tune, decide to keep your voice within a comfortable and sensible vocal range. Now I'd like to mention adding strain and grit to your vocal performances. What is strain, you may ask? Strain is almost the amount of pressure you apply onto your vocal tone and can just make your vocal resonate with coarseness, which can be very effective at conveying a real emotive feeling to the listener. A lot of rock singers emphasize the feeling in their voices using strain and grit. Once you are highly confident with your voice, comfortably singing in tune, with the right tone and projection, you can at times in the melody choose to apply additional pressure on your voice, creating a straining effect. This can be very effective if you just want to drill home a particular phrase in your hook line and really want the audience to feel it. Remember to apply strain sparingly and smartly. Applying too much strain can damage your voice, so be careful and definitely don't overdo it. Lastly, there is breath control and sustaining a note. Breath control is vital for an effective vocal performance because running out of breath in the middle of your song is simply not an option. The idea is to take small, relaxed breaths in between the spaces or gaps in your melody. This will ensure you have enough breath to complete the next phrase. The process of breath control should be natural, and if you are an experienced singer, you shouldn't really notice it. Be careful not to take too many breaths in quick succession, and if you start to feel dizzy or like you might pass out, immediately stop singing, sit down, take a deep breath, and just get your breath back. Hopefully with good breath control, it won't come to that. Sustaining a note can really showcase your skill as a singer and involves taking one lyric or even syllable in the melody and just prolonging it for a few seconds with your voice. Celine Dion undoubtedly could tell you a few tips on vocal sustaining. Like with adding strain, vocal sustaining should be applied once you are comfortable with the basic aspects of delivering a strong vocal performance. That includes good vocal pitch, a nice natural vocal tone or voice, and strong vocal projection. To sustain a note, apply additional vocal energy into the note and hold it for a few seconds. Like with strain, use sustain sparingly and where relevant in the melody, occurring at a point where perhaps you really just want to make the energy of the melody just last a little longer, or to just add great anticipation in your vocal performance. Let's recap. The 3 basic aspects of an amazing vocal performance are vocal pitch, singing in tune with the key of the song, vocal tone or voice, finding your unique tone that is honest and emotive to the listener, vocal projection, adding amp to your voice using the progressive projection technique. Additional aspects involve adding strain and grit into your vocal performance to really emphasize the feeling and realness in your voice. Applying breath control always to your vocal performance to ensure you are in good shape to continue with the next phrase in your melody, and of course don't run out of breath. Remember to take small relaxed breaths in between the melody, and if you feel dizzy, stop singing immediately. Finally, there was sustain, which can create great anticipation in your vocal performance. Use sustain sparingly and at key points in the melody to showcase your vocal skill. I hope as a result of this video you'll be a much more confident singer and can just deliver a drop-dead vocal performance. Practice makes perfect, so keep trying to practice each key aspect of your singing as I have talked about. Finally, to hear some great original vocal performances, please check out my album Shimmers Through the Dawn, out now on iTunes. Just click the link in the description and pick up a copy. Thanks for watching, thanks for your support, and stay tuned for some more great insightful videos.